Namaste. This is a business study class that is in second chapter. Dear student, in this second chapter, our discussion about sole proprietorship, also called as sole trading concern, okay, that is completed. See here, the chapter title is Forms of Business Organization, second chapter. Forms of business organization means the various forms of administration and management of a business is called forms of business organization. In other words, the various kinds and various nature of authority and controlling and managing power of a business is called forms of business organization. See, various forms of business organizations are: one, sole proprietorship. See, sole proprietorship means a business which is owned, managed, controlled by one man, by single person, by an individual, and who invests the capital and who will receive all profit and bear the losses of the business himself is called sole proprietorship. And in the last class we studied about what are the different features, I mean the characteristics of sole proprietorship, and further we studied about what are the advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದರ ಮೆರಿಟ್ ಏನು, ಅದರ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಗಳೇನು, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್, ಅದರಿಂದ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಅನಾನುಕೂಲಗಳೇನು, ಸೊ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. See here, in the case of sole proprietorship, merits and demerits may be the question for 8 mark. I mean, you are required to write 4 merits and 4 demerit, or just features of sole proprietorship may be the question for 4 mark. Okay, so anyhow our discussion completed as far as sole proprietorship is concerned. In this session I will take a Hindu undivided family firm for our discussion. Okay, Hindu undivided family firm, also called as a HUFF. Okay, HUFF, Hindu undivided family firm. See, thereafter we are required to study about partnership, cooperative society and joint stock companies. Anyhow, at present in this video our discussion about Hindu undivided family. Here Hindu undivided family means it is a form of business organization which is formed by a family. A business which is owned and which is managed by the Hindu undivided family, so that is called a joint Hindu family firm. Joint Hindu family firm ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ a business organization which is owned and managed and formed and controlled by a family. It is a family business which is owned by and carried by the members of Hindu undivided family. A business which is formed, which is owned and which is managed by the members of Hindu undivided family, which is called joint Hindu family firm. Here joint Hindu family firm is exist only in India. So we can find Hindu in undivided family business only in India, and it is governed by Hindu law. ಈ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಎನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಕಾನೂನು ಅದು ಹಿಂದೂ ಲಾ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗವರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಿಂದೂ ಲಾ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಚ್ ಅನ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ that is controlled by the head of the family, normally the senior male member of the family. I repeat, joint Hindu family firm is headed by, or it is controlled by, it is managed by, it is directed by the senior most male member of the family who is called karta. Okay, so he is called karta. avananu karta anta keltare, andre kutumbada yajamana anta. Okay, kutumbada yajamana avananu karta anta karitare. Karta is the controlling and directing authority of a joint Hindu family firm. ಇಡೀ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ನ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳು ಅವನ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅವನ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೀತದೆ ಎನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ? Head of the family is called Karta. Who is Karta? Karta is the eldest male member of the family. And other members, okay, so other members are called co-parceners, okay, ಉಳಿದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸಹ ಸದಸ್ಯರು, ಓಕೆ, co-parceners ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, it is a family. So in this family the head of the family, okay, is called karta and other members are there, no, ಉಳಿದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಉಳಿದವರನ್ನು co-parcener ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. and all co-parceners have the equal right over the property of the firm. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆಸ್ತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಮಾನವಾದಂತಹ ರೈಟ್ ಇದೆ ಎನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. and such an business is governed by Hindu Succession Act, okay, it is governed by Hindu Succession Act. and further, one more important information, as per Hindu Succession Act of 2005, even married daughters also have the right over the property of Hindu undivided family. I repeat, Hindu Succession Act 2005 ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮದುವೆಯಾದಂತಹ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆಸ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಆ ಕಾನೂನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, 2005 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಹೌ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ? ಎ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್. and it is found only in India. ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಕ್ಸೆಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದು ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಲಾ ಈಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ and it is governed by, controlled by, it is controlled by the head of the family. The head of the family is called karta. Karta means senior most male member of the family. and other members, ಉಳಿದವರು, other members are called as co-parceners, and such an co-parceners are having equal right over the property of the business, property of the family. and as per Hindu Succession Act of 2005, even married daughters also have the right over the properties of business, family. Yes, next let us discuss what are the different features of Hindu undivided family. Its features, okay, ಅದರ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು or ಸ್ವಭಾವಗಳು. features, first one, at least two members, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಇರಬೇಕು. ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್, ಒಂದು HUFF ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಟೂ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 2 ಜನ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ, ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 2 ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಯಾರು ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು, ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 2 ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ಓಕೆ, ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಎಸ್, therefore at least 2 members should be there. and further, there is no maximum limit. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇರಬಹುದು ಇನ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಅವಿಭಕ್ತ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟ್, ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಗಜಗವಯ ಪನಸ ಗವಾಕ್ಷ ಕೇಸರಿ ಮೈಂದ ದಿವಿದ ನಳ ನೀಳ ಅಂಗದ ಶತಬಲಿ ಸುಗ್ರೀವ ಹನುಮಂತ ಜಾಂಬವಂತ, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನೋ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾನೂನು. ಅಂಡ್ ಫರ್ದರ್, ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಬರ್ತ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬೈ ಬರ್ತ್. See here, to become a member in a family, he should get his birth in that family. ಒಂದು ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸದಸ್ಯನಾಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲೇ ಅವನು ಜನ್ಮ ಪಡೆದಿರಬೇಕು. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ an agreement. No, in the case of joint Hindu family firm, there is no, okay, in the case of joint Hindu family firm, there is no agreement is necessary, because the membership or relation in the family is created by the birth only. ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗುವಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಲೇ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀನು ನನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಸದಸ್ಯನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೈ ಬರ್ತ್. Yes, therefore, as I said earlier, next, no agreement is necessary. Okay, no agreement is necessary to conduct the business or to become a member. But in the case of partnership firm, though there are various partners, between them there should be an agreement. ಅವರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಬೇಕು. But not in the case of Hindu undivided family. Okay, and next one, Karta liability is unlimited. Next, fourth one, Karta liability. Karta means, who is Karta? Karta means the head of the family. So, Karta liability, his liability is unlimited. Unlimited. So, Karta liability unlimited means to clear the business debt, if business property is not sufficient, then his personal property also liable to clear the business debt. Okay. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ನ ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ತೀರಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ನ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳು ಸಾಕಾಗದಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಲಯಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ದರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಒನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. See, in the case of sole proprietorship, liability is unlimited. Here also, in joint Hindu family firm, okay, joint Hindu family firm, it is called Hindu undivided family firm or joint Hindu family firm, one and same. So, in the case of joint Hindu family firm, Karta liability is unlimited. Kartana liability unlimited means to clear the business debt, if business property of Karta is not sufficient, then his personal property also liable. Avana personal property kuda liable ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎನ್ನುವಂತದ್ದು. Next feature, co-parceners liability. Okay, fifth one, co-parceners liability is limited. So, co-parceners liability is limited. Who are co-parceners? The other members of the family are called co-parceners. Their liability is limited. What do you mean by liability? Limited liability. Limited liability means to clear the business debt, only business property is liable and personal property is not liable. In the case of co-parceners, their liability is limited to the extent of their share in the firm. ಕರ್ತನ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಕರ್ತ ಅವನ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾನು, ಬಟ್ ಉಳಿದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ದೇಯರ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಶೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫರ್ಮ್. ಫರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ ಉಂಟು, ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್, ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಯಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೊರತು ಅವರ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳು ಏನಾದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಲಯಬಲ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. 1 minute, let us conclude. In the case of joint Hindu family firm, Karta liability unlimited, co-parceners liability limited. Okay, limited. What extent it is limited? It is limited to the extent of their share in the firm. And next one, Karta control and decision taking authority. Karta, I mean head of the family, is controlling authority. He is the controlling authority. All decisions of the family and all plans, organizing, directing, controlling, etc. decisions are taken by Karta. It is because he is the head of the family. Being head of the family, he is responsible for taking business decisions, and also he is expected to give direction to other members of the family. ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಇತರ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅವ ನಿರ್ದೇಶನವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ he is the controlling authority. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಹೇಗಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. I mean, the Karta is the controlling authority of a joint Hindu family firm, and other co-parceners are required to follow the direction that is given by Karta. ಉಳಿದ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಕರ್ತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಾಲಿಸಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಈವನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ Karta. Okay, continuity. 7th point, continuity. Okay, so in the case of sole proprietorship, our previous topic, sole proprietorship. Because of death of sole proprietorship, whole business comes to an end. ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಾಯುವುದರಿಂದ ಸೋಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಪ್ರೈಟರ್ ಇಡೀ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಓನರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಪ್ರೈಟರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್, ಇಫ್ Karta died, other senior member, the next senior member get the position of Karta. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕರ್ತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಇದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲ, ಅವ ಆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ? ಕರ್ತಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಅಂಡ್ minor by birth is a member. Last feature, minor. I will write here, 8th feature, minor. Minor also the member. But in the case of partnership firm, a minor cannot become a partner. And further, in the case of not full-fledged partner, he may become partner under the agreement along with his parents. Okay, independently he never become a partner in the case of partnership firm. Here in the case of joint Hindu family firm, the minor by birth is a member. Minor by birth is a member because by getting birth itself, a individual such an baby used to get the power in the assets of the family. In the assets of the family. ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆಸ್ತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಮೆಂಬರ್ by birth, membership is to be generated. Yes, these are the various features of joint Hindu family firm. So what are the features? At least 2 members, minimum 2 member, maximum no limit. And membership by birth means no agreement is necessary. See, next point, no agreement is necessary. Okay, in the case of joint in the family firm, in a family, if a baby get its birth, immediately such an baby is treated as a member of that family with the equal right over the properties of asset by birth itself. ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆಸ್ತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And ಕರ್ತ liability is unlimited. ಕರ್ತ, head of family, his liability is unlimited. Means to clear the business debt, ಕರ್ತ required to lose even his personal property if business property is not sufficient. And co-partners liability is limited to the extent of their share in the business. And karta control the business and continuity of the business. Business will continue for many number of years. What is the reason how business will continue? If karta died, the another senior member become karta being that position. And further, minor member also become the member of a joint Hindu family firm. Okay, so a baby need not require to get 18 years to become a member. ಒಂದು ಮಗುವಿಗೆ 18 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಹುಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದಲೇ ಅದು ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆಸ್ತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯುತ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ effective control by karta. Effective control by karta. The first advantages, karta being head of the family, he can effectively control the business because in the case of family, karta getting respect from other co-partners. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಗೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆಮ್ ಐ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ದೋ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದಟ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ದ co-partners used to give respect and co-partners are expected to follow the directions that is given by karta. Yes, therefore karta can imply the effective control over the family. And further, being head of the family, he is having some ethic and he is having some responsibility of managing the family effectively. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಕುಟುಂಬವನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಅವನಿಗಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅಂಡರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ effective control of karta over the business of joint Hindu family firm, which is the advantage. And next one is continuity of existence. Continuity of existence. What do you mean by continuity of existence? Joint Hindu family business may continue for many number of years. If we compare the feature of sole proprietorship with the joint Hindu family firm, sole proprietorship is having short life. It is because in the case of sole proprietorship only one owner, because of death, insolvency, retirement of one individual, total business comes to an end. But here in the case of joint Hindu family firm, though there are different members, whenever karta died, okay, then another senior male member of the family get the position of karta, and thereby generation to generation family business used to continue, which is the advantages of joint Hindu family firm. And next advantage, what about the liability, students? What about the liability? So liability of co-partners is limited. See, that is the advantage or merit. That is the merit. If business is having debt, I mean sala, to clear that business debt, co-parceners need not expect to lose their personal property. Co-parceners ಅವರ personal propertyಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ? They will lose their share in the business. That's all. Okay, what is the share of their in the business? They will lose that share only. I mean business property. Co-parceners will lose business property, but not their personal property. What is their personal property? Their private car, or their private asset, like it may be estate, or private bank account. In saving bank account, if they are having sufficient amount of money, then co-parceners are not losing such an private property so as to clear business debt. That is the advantage. And increased loyalty and spirit of cooperation. Okay, so increased loyalty and spirit of cooperation. See, originally and basically I said that joint Hindu family firm is the business of a family. In the case of family, though there is blood relation, normally there is increased loyalty. Each and every member is loyal to his family. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಮೋಷನಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬ, ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ethic, this is the responsibility of each member that he should be loyal to his family. That is the advantages that is enjoyed by joint Hindu family firm, that members are loyal. What do you mean by loyal? ವಿಧೇಯರಾಗಿರುವುದು, ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಿಷ್ಠರಾಗಿರುವುದು. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಷ್ಠರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ. ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬವನ್ನು ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ದ್ರೋಹ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಕೂಡ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್, ದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್ ಲಾಯಲ್ಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಪರೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡುದು. ಅಣ್ಣ ತಂಗಿಗೆ, ತಂಗಿ ತಂದೆಗೆ, ತಂದೆ ಹೆಂಡತಿಗೆ, ಓಕೆ, ತಾಯಿಗೆ, ತಾಯಿ ಮಗಳಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಕೋಪರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ being collective effort, they may try to the success of the business. Okay, so these are the various merit of joint Hindu family firm. 1 minute, I will summarize. Effective control by karta family business ಅನ್ನು effective ಆಗಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. And continuity of existence, business of the firm will continue for many number of years. Okay, generation to generation business will continue, one or the other become karta. And liability of co-parceners is limited. There is no fear, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. There is no fear that co-parceners are losing their personal property, and increase the loyalty to the family. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ವಿಧೇಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ these are the various advantages of joint Hindu family firm. Yes, next, what are the demerits of it? Demerits. So what are the demerits of it? In the case of Hindu undivided family firm, the limitations are, I mean disadvantages are limited resources. See, in the case of sole proprietor, only one person invests the capital, because in the case of sole proprietor there is single owner. In the case of partnership firm, many partners used to contribute the capital. Joint stock companies are collecting crores of rupees, okay, by sale of share in stock exchange. But in the case of joint Hindu family firm, though there are many number of members, capital normally invested by head of the family, means a single person. Okay, so capital is invested by single individual. Limited resource, because karta only invest the capital. And further, in the case of joint Hindu family firm, this is the business of a family, single family normally not having sufficient properties. Okay, they are having limited resource. Yes, under that principle of limited resource, they cannot get a higher amount of bank loan by hypothecation, pledge or mortgage. Okay, ಅವರು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಒತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, therefore their resource is limited. In the case of joint Hindu family firm, resource is limited because capital is invested by only karta, and other co-parceners are not in a position to invest the capital, because they are may not having their own personal properties and all. So limited resource as karta only invest the capital. And unlimited liability. Okay, unlimited, that is the threat to the Hindu undivided family. Okay, so unlimited liability. Student, unlimited liability of whom? Unlimited liability of Karta. So what do you mean by unlimited liability? To clear the business debt. If business property is not enough, then personal property also liable. Means if Karta he is having the loan of rupees 2 lakh, if he is having loan of rupees 2 lakh, ಅವನಿಗೆ 2 ಲಕ್ಷ ಸಾಲ ಇದ್ರೆ, for the purpose of clearing such an 2 lakh, first of all he is required to lose his business property to the extent of 1,75,000. 1,75,000 ಅವನ personal property ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. If business property 1,75,000 is not enough, yes it is not enough, then rupees 25,000 he must require to clear out of his personal property. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೀದಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಲ್ಲುವಂತ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರಬಹುದು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಂದೂ ಅನ್ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ತಾ. And dominance of Karta, dominance, okay, dominance of Karta. Karta, what do you mean by dominance? Okay, dominance ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಚಲಾಯಿಸುವುದು. Okay, dominate ಮಾಡುವುದು, dominate ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. That is the demerit. See, as I said earlier, Karta is the head of a family. Who is the senior most male member? He is the senior, and others required to obey and follow what are the different rules that is given by the Karta. So by the utilization or by the bad utilization or wrong utilization of that power, okay, he may discharge his rights over the property by the dominance of the family. Okay, our family ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ ತನ್ನ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಚಲಾಯಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕರ್ತಾ ಈಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ the family to his what ಅವನ to his confidence. Okay, ಅವನ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, to his confidence. On the other hand, he may because of his wrong plan, he may dominate the family member, then automatically the other members of the family, I mean co-parceners, may not cooperate him. Okay, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್. Okay, there may be dispute. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಜಗಳ ಆಗಬಹುದು in the family. Okay, whenever there is a wrong relation between co-parceners and Karta because of some dominance and some other property misunderstanding etc. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಬಂದಾಗ, okay, from the root of cold war, okay, there may be dispute between the partner. What do you mean by dispute? Okay, ಇತ್ತಲು ಹತ್ತಿತು ಕರ್ಣಾರ್ಜುನರಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಕರ್ಣಾರ್ಜುನರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಜಗಳ ಹತ್ತಿಕೊಂಡಿತ, ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗಳ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಕರ್ತಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋ-ಪಾರ್ಸನರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ managerial skill. Limited managerial skill. See, limited managerial skill because the Karta, he is not a professional as far as management course is concerned. ಅವ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. And he himself required to manage the family, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್, ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್, he may not have the capacity of controlling and conducting all business activities like purchase and production and sale or marketing and account keeping and further planning, organizing, directing, staffing, controlling ಅಂತ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗದೇನೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್. ಸಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ there are different partners. Depending upon their interest and ability, they may share the work. Okay, so anyhow the various limitations are limited resource, kadime sampanmoola, unlimited liability. Okay, liability unlimited of Karta, very important. Karta, co-parceners liability limited. Okay, Karta liability unlimited means that is the fear of losing personal property also by Karta. And dominance of Karta may dominate the other member, he may discharge the various rules and all over the member, okay, for the purpose of controlling them. And dispute may arise in the family, jagala agbodu family alli. And limited managerial skill are the various demerits. Student, by this time our discussion in the case of joint Hindu family firm, also called as Hindu undivided family firm, topic is completed. In this topic we studied some introduction, and further we studied, first of all we studied meaning, then introduction, then features, merit and demerit. I hope you understood. Student, in the next video I will meet you with another topic, I mean third topic of this chapter, that is partnership. Okay, take care. That's all. Thank you.